Hey, you guys. How you doing on Saturday? Went out and protested. Excellent. Excellent. I did not, I'm still planning on doing it next month, but I did not do it today. I wasn't trusting the area. And also, we're going to ask Spirit Team about law enforcement messing with these protests. Writing it down. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right then. So, let's get our paper work stuff out of the way. Excuse me. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. There's that. Please don't forget Thursdays. Every Thursday. Thursday night, A-Live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is for political questions. And thank you to everyone who showed up to last Thursday. Weather's getting a little better, so attendance will probably go down. That's understandable. Maybe we'll take a poll and see if there's a different day that works for more people. Okay. Also, Members Live, first Friday of every month. Again, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is for personal questions. Okay. Oh, I had something else to say. What was it? I don't remember, but that's, old age seeping in. It's all good. All right. So obviously we have some questions. Somebody did actually ask about law enforcement. I'm not sure if they meant exercising against protests or for protests, but I'm going to have to guess against protests. Okay, so, oh yeah, so I've spoken to Miss Angie Bell, and we will be recording a Zoom reading with both of us. We're going to interact with one another. So, Miss Shelley and Miss Angie Bell. It will be recorded. We'll see how that works out. And then we will talk about having a live event with Miss Angie. And the one we record will be on both of our channels. Okay? So, also, please show the love. Hit the like button for us. That would be great. And show the love to your other readers. Okay? Don't forget to hit those like buttons for them too. I am going to highly suggest that you watch Annette Dion. Okay, she posts a couple times a day generally. One is very spiritual, and then there's others. The morning one is very spiritual, and then there's other posts of hers that are dealing with tarot card readings. So please show her some love too. And Miss Annette's are not that. Hers aren't as long as mine are. I can't help it. We got stuff to go over. What can I say? All right, you guys. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, you guys are buying t-shirts. Thank you so much. I have to say that the profit margin for me is very small, and it's okay, but it does help. It does definitely help. Now I'm going to put some more designs up there. I'm working on it. It's I had to give that brain cell in my head a rest. Anything tedious like that's redundant, or that I have to do over and over and over, I take a break for a day, and then I go back to it. All right, so there's going to be a couple more designs. I'm also looking for a, can't make this SH exclamation point T up. So if you have a design and you can do that, that'd be great. I'm also looking for, okay, because when you guys send me designs, I intend to upload each and every one. Then everybody has more choices. Okay. So I also would like one that says F, 3-finger salute, rump, with Healing Truth Tarot in there somewhere. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. And someday it'll actually be safe for us to wear those. Oh, I can't help it. All right, so let's start with some questions. Let me see if I can bring you down without tipping. Without tipping. Oh. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I don't want to tip it over. Okay, so I really need a longer, for my camera. Tripod. I need a longer tripod. Okay, let's get going. So the first question, well, we'll call in spirit first. Protect ourselves with our white bubble. Okay. All right. Feet's on the floor. Chakras open. I'm going to protect myself in a white bubble. Nothing bad, evil, awful, dark, dense, nasty, or deceitful can get through. I invite the light from Source, the universe, to blend with my light. My light white, Source light purple. I ask for only the highest counsel, for the highest good, for the highest light. Okay. I got that a little twisted, but that's okay. All right then. Spirit team, are you here? Okay, thank you. Are you of the highest counsel, of the highest light, for the highest good? Yes. Are you of the highest counsel, of the highest light, for the highest good? Yes, thank you. Are you of the highest counsel, of the highest light, for the highest good? Yes, thank you. Just a reminder that every reader does it differently. I do it the way I do it, and it's okay if I don't do it the way other people do it. All right? All right, here we go. So, David, are you here? Yes, he is. Thank you, David. Can we ask some questions, please? Yes, thank you. Okay, someone wanted to know if naturalized citizens are going to be deported. That is already happening. David, will naturalized citizens be deported? Yes. We're going to be okay. We're going to send our love and our light to anyone who is affected, directly or indirectly, by what is happening right now with these deportations. Will the Supreme Court rescind F. Rump's immunity? Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. Will that happen while he is... I don't know how to put this. Will that happen while he is occupying the Oval Office? Yes, thank you. All right, somebody here says, when will Fox News have to confess that they lie and start telling the truth or be taken down? All right, I'm hearing never. Okay, but we're gonna ask we're gonna ask David anyway. Will Fox News ever confess to their lies? No. Will Fox News ever be taken down? Yes. Will this happen while F. Rump is in the Oval Office? No. Okay. And this is the question I wanted to ask too. Is law enforcement or military going to start interfering with the protests? Yes. Now, obviously, I can't cover every city, so if you have a pendulum, ask your spirit guides if it will happen in your city. So I'm going to ask about my city. Will this happen in my city? No. Okay. Will it happen in my state? Yes. Probably New York City? Yes. Be very careful. Okay, I was telling somebody I have Cherokee skin. Okay, it's not light, it's not super dark, but it's kind of leaning towards the dark side. Okay, I also have tattoos. So I have to be honest with you. I'm a little weary about going to protest. I'm a little weary about going outside at all. And when I do go outside, it is head down. I do not look at anyone unless I'm at the cash register. And even then, I avoid it if I can. Okay? So if you are feeling, if your gut instinct tells you that it's not safe to protest, if it tells you that it's not safe to walk outside right now, if you can do without it, do without it. Okay? And this is not to scare people. Okay? This is a heads up from Spirit Team. Follow that gut instinct. Don't follow fear. Follow your gut instinct. Fear comes from ego. Okay, here's a question. Health organizations are studying and saying there may be a fungi pandemic by the end of this year that is drug resistant. In the United States, will there be a fungi pandemic this year? Even though we don't like time frames. Will there ever be a fungi pandemic in the United States? No. Okay. Someone wants to know when will we find out that the Russian Tsar is actually not breathing or walking around on the planet Earth? Will this happen after F. Rump is permanently removed from the Oval Office? Yes. Okay. Someone wants to know if F. Rump is trying to destroy all of us because he is ready to be not breathing or walking around on the planet Earth. Yes, of course he is. He's trying to get as much hurt in there as he can before he exits the planet. Thank you, Spirit Team. Not done yet, you guys. Okay, someone wants to know if anyone in the F. Rump regime has questioned going after China since they hold a large chunk of our debt. Has anyone in F. Rump's regime questioned going after China? That's a yes. And were they stifled? Of course they were. Yes. Are Z and leaders from other countries secretly doing things to help Americans get rid of F. Rump? Yeah, because his BS is affecting every country. And a question: will F. Rump be traveling abroad soon? No. Okay, I can't do time frames, but will he have a health issue? Okay, yes, thank you. Will that health issue remove him from the Oval Office permanently? Okay, yes. Will this health issue happen before he is removed from the Oval Office by the powers that be? Yes. Okay. Is President Harris disappointed with President Biden and President Obama? No. Okay. Will Hamas attack the U.S.? No. Okay, someone said, will this time period directly lead to the ultimate passage of a Women's Equality Amendment in our Constitution? I was looking that up, and President Biden actually made the Equal Rights Amendment the 28th amendment on the 17th of January this year. Will Abrego Garcia be brought home safely? Yes. Will he be brought home before F. Rump is removed from the Oval Office permanently? Still getting a no with that. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Team. Not done yet. Will F. Rump back up on the China tariffs? Yes. Okay, I don't know about the Canada terrorist stuff, but we'll ask anyway. Just because I don't know about it doesn't mean it isn't happening. Will the Canada terrorist situations go away? Yes. Will they go away before F. Rump is removed permanently from the Oval Office? Yes. Someone wants to know if the Epstein files are being held over the heads of F. Rump's cohorts, so they have to be loyal. Yeah, it's being held over some of their heads. Okay. Okay, here's one. I'm not sure if you saw, you probably did. F. Rump tried to say, oh, we didn't mean to send that letter to Harvard. That was a mistake. Was F. Rump's letter to Harvard a mistake? No, of course not. Okay, and here's a question I have, which I already know the answer to. Will F. Rump ignore the Supreme Court's ruling of 419, very early this morning, to pause removal of the Venezuelan detainees? Will he ignore that Supreme Court ruling of this morning? Now stop pushing my hand, you guys. Will he ignore the Supreme Court's ruling of this morning? Of course he will. And by the way, typical, Thomas and Alito disagreed with the ruling. And then my sarcastic remark was, no, really? You think? Go figure. All right, you guys. That is that for the pendulum. All right, let's get our general energy. How are we feeling right now? Haven't used the light seers in a minute. I have a deck of ghost. They're cute. Got a ghost tarot deck. They're little, like the little ghosties you would see on like Casper, except not Casper and his ghosty friends there. But the little ghosts, they were like floating sheets. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We need to lighten ourselves up a little again. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about, a couple videos ago I said something about us getting used to what's going on now. So I want to clear that up. I don't think I can't speak for anybody but myself. I'm not numb. I'm not numb to anything. I'm not desensitized to anything. It's more about acceptance. We have to accept what is happening right now in order to move through that into something better. Denying it, pushing it away, that's never going to work. We have to accept that it's happening. We don't have to agree with it. We don't have to like it. We can cry about it. We can scream and holler. But acceptance is necessary. Not numb. Not by any means. Not desensitized. Not by any means. That's his goal. We're aware of this. Again, that magician act. Let's hold the shiny thing, create the chaos over here so we could take away from the real issues. Right? We know what the real issue is. What's the words I was using? Contestant. I can't remember the words. Alleged. F of the R of the A of the U of the D. I'll have to sticky note those words up here. All right, let's see how we're doing. How are you guys? Running towards the truth. Knight of Swords. Running towards the truth. That's the taking action, the protesting, the speaking out. The senator that's not taking any crap and putting himself in a great deal of danger for his constituents, his constituent. Hanged Man, we're waiting. Meantime, we point our light towards that darkness, and not. For me, it's twofold. It's about being compassionate, and it is also about, as Rosie said, it's about they can't stand the light. These dark people cannot stand the light being shown on them because it swallows their darkness, and it shows us who they really are and what they're really doing. Seven of Swords. Thievery of the rightful contestant's place. Alleged. Entertainment purposes only. Two of Cups. Partnerships. We are banding together for a common cause. Yes. This is about taking the easy road. Are we taking the easy road? Because it really is easier just to be angry or to give in. Because when I say accept, I'm nowhere near talking about giving in. Ten of Wands, lightening our burden. And it feels heavy right now. Because it is heavy right now. Seven of Cups. Confusion. Many choices. So this is about clearing up the confusion and pointing our focus back to why readers started doing these readings to begin with. Why we woke up with a sinking feeling in our stomachs. Why we've been going through all this anxiety and fear and chaos. Right, we need to get right back to the underlying reason. What was the main focus when we first started doing this? It was about dishonesty. It was about people taking things that weren't theirs. Still going to make that video. Been a little busy. Let me get the Etsy shop with the t-shirts all done, because I'm not done yet. So if you want to wait and see what other shirts there are, have at it, okay? I'm going to put three to four new designs up there. Okay. Queen of Cups. Emotional stability. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Remembering better times. But as a goal to get back to better times. But again, I got to speak my truth, and my truth is that things are never going to be the same. Right now, we're learning how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Things are changing. That's not going to stop. Again, not about giving up, not about getting numb, not about being desensitized. I'm not desensitized. I take my word for it. Every day I'm bawling about some stuff that's going on, okay? I am right there with you on that. Better out than in. And Chariot. Here we go with our forward movement. Again, the protesting, the not taking it, the writing letters to senators, the writing letters to our congressmen, the writing letters to our representatives. I got to tell you, my representative sucks. I'm not impressed. But I do live in the state of New York, and we have Latitia James. Let's read on Latitia. See what this bozo thinks he's going to do to her. All right, Three of Pentacles. We're rebuilding a foundation. Nine of Cups. We are starting to see some results. They're all around us. The things the small things. Okay, just like each nasty thing he does culminates into something big, it's the same with us. It's the same with us. Each time we protest or speak our mind or speak our truth, it culminates into something bigger. Each time the Supreme Court says, no, you can't do that, even though he doesn't listen, every time they say, no, you can't do that, those small things, they seem small, but they culminate into something bigger. How many times do you think that he's going to get away with ignoring the Supreme Court? Sooner or later, they're just going to be done. And him deporting the detainees directly in opposition to the court order this morning is one of the things that's going to undo him. Six of Pentacles, give and take. We are doing for each other. We are supporting one another. Ace of Cups. New beginnings. New emotional beginnings. Okay, so that's that. Let's read on Latitia James. I have a lot of respect for her. He does not scare her. It's a beautiful thing, people. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hopefully we can see these. Let me hold one up and see if we can see it. Yeah, okay. What is this? This is the lucid dreams. Not a promotion. You guys, those green leaves are starting to sprout on my trees. I'm so happy. Anyway, I'd pull a few for Ms. James. This is very small. 8 of Cups. Nine of Cups. Okay, wish fulfillment, contentment. So what is a wish that we have? We wish that somebody we wish that someone that we had somebody whose actions against him will be effective. So I think she's a big part of that. The Empress. Yeah. There she is. Birth and new, look at fertility, birth and new ways to get him. Works for me. We got to be creative. Justice. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Scales of justice. I have to write down. Because I forget what I say, then I have to read I have to watch my own video to get a title. All right, so this one is 7 of Pentacles. That's reaping rewards. That's results. That's what that is. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think that she knows about that debauchery with the election. Alleged. I'm pretty sure she's aware. Strength. Yeah, she's got this. All right, let's read on figure out which one I want. We haven't done the role play deck. Roll Oracle. Entertainment purposes only. Not a promotion. So I want to check on the energy around Ephraim. In regards to him being taken down. The spirits show us the downfall. Show us what his final downfall is. What is the finality of his downfall? What is going to be the last straw that brings about his downfall? Thank you, Spirit Team, for helping me speak English. Oh my goodness. What will be the final thing that causes his downfall, Spirit Team? Towering strength, mythical giants realm. Okay, so what I get off this card is that's us. The David and Goliath. It's us. It's the people. We're going to be his downfall. Ocean, serenade, tale, allure. Underwater. Oops. Okay, just making sure she's not naked. She looks naked, but she's not. I swear she's got clothes on. All right, so he's losing it. He's losing his allure. There's like a select amount of people, a select group of people that, and of course his cohorts are part of that group. But on a public level, there's a very small group of people now. And this is why they're so adamant and so angry and so aggressive. They know he's going down. Warrior, honor, loyalty, katana, samurai. Katana is a sword. Sword of truth. Okay, Spirit Team, talk to us about whether the alleged contest debauchery will come out. I'm hearing yes. Okay, yes. All right, then talk to us about if it will come out before he is permanently removed from the office of the presidency. Yes. Roamer, wanderer, drifter, rambler. All alone. So we asked what is going to, but I should have used the word who as well. So who, champion, victory, winner, conqueror, exemplar. Champion of the people. So this gentleman that, what's the word I want? This gentleman that tattled about the information going out, the data going out, the huge spike in data that went out, like 10 gigs of data. 10 gigs of data when it's different than like 10 gigs if you upload a movie or something, but this would be like 10 gigs of verbal data, words, you know what I mean? Information. That's a lot. And he's part of this downfall. And he's afraid for his life. Whistleblower. Chameleon. There's somebody in his court that, and we've been saying this, but it hasn't come up. We lost focus on it. There is somebody in his court that is tattling on him already. Reporting back is what my spirit team just told me. Somebody reporting back. The chosen one, destiny, prophecy, selected, mission, prodigy. Had to pause. Personal issue. Okay, so anyway, then we have the chosen one, destiny, prophecy, selected, mission, prodigy. We know who that is. That is our Lotus. The chosen one. Okay. All right, excellent. So now I want to pull on President Harris and see if that energy has changed. Dana from the Magic of Somatic Money is still talking about her not being POTUS. However, she's back in the political, she's raising money. Okay. Okay, Spirit Team, the question is, once this hot mess, the governmental hot mess is cleaned up, will Kamala Harris be the President of the United States? Okay. Well, after the hot mess is cleaned up, will the Kamala Harris be the president? I just said, will the president be the president? Because she's already the president. Yup. Queen of Swords. Remember, energies change. She took a breather. She needed to collect herself, make decisions. Now she was resting. But the roses, again, I see those as love, support, love and support. Swords, obviously, clarity and protection. And the World card. New world. Beginning of a new cycle. The world, her presidency affecting the entire world in a good way. She's going to be apologizing for Ephraim for the next 10 years. And I don't mean because she's weak, okay? I mean because it's the right thing to do. And not because it's her fault, but because that's the kind of person she is. I'm exaggerating with the next 10 years, but she will be making apologies to countries. She's going to kind of have to, for them to cooperate with us again. 7 of Wands, she has the vantage point. She knows exactly what's going on. Five of Swords. That is, you know who, winning at any cost. So again, she's aware. And I'm getting that sometimes she just wants to make a public announcement that she's aware. But that wouldn't, it's not the right time. That would screw things up. Eight of Swords. Taking off the blindfolds. Taking out the blindfold. Messages, crows, messengers, they're taking them off, her bindings and her blindfold off for her. The messages that they bring are removing the blindfold from her eyes, or removing the blinders from her eyes. She's seeing more and more all the time. She's seeing more information all the time, and she's connecting the dots all the time as more information comes in. Yeah, Page of Wands. Pages are generally youthful. Wands is about forward movement, taking action. Comparatively speaking, age-wise, she is youthful compared to Trump and President Biden. Six of Wands. Celebration. Okay. That's a good card to end that on. Let's get an angel number, yes, guys. Won't keep you too long on a Saturday. Oh, yeah. Crystal Visions. Not a promotion. All right. And an angel number. Okay. 888 again. I think we got that last time. Could be wrong, but pulled that card out several times in the past couple of weeks. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. So we need to keep focusing on our desired outcome, not the chaos and the fluff and all that other horse crap he's got going on there. Success is the word that sticks out. Because not for nothing, once he's gone, the financial situation for everybody will be better. It'll be different. I feel like there's going to be a lot more food cupboards. There's going to be a lot more homeless shelters. There's going to be a lot more help for those who need it. So they can feel like decent human beings. So they can feel like they matter. Because they do matter. I've been homeless more than once. And you feel like you're worthless when you're homeless. So, just saying. Lots of good is coming our way. We're going to continue to be patient because we have two choices. We can be patient and roll with this and keep focusing on our desired outcome, or we can just be angry all the time and fight. That's all good. Whatever we choose, that's the path we're supposed to be on. But we do have a choice. We can make a conscious choice to make things better instead of adding to the chaos and the drama. All right, you guys. Thanks for showing up. Much love and many blessings. See you in the funny paper.